I've done everything, same as you. Think we're different, but we're the same, just different problems in the brain. Think you like the radio? Yeah, listen to the Queers. You're a moron on your cell phone. I'm playing music, drinking beer.
Yes. How about that for an intro? Headbangers and hooligans. Yours truly, Scummalicious, on a Saturday, right? You might be drinking right now, eating a little bit. Just look at me as like an extra snack, you know, while you're sitting there munching on that soup or salad or sandwich, whatever it is. Man, maybe you're just fucking drunk, and if you are, you know what, good for you. What are we talking about? Well, we are talking about Straight Out the Trailer, Bad Field Trip, the album. The only full-length album that my band recorded. And I did list the years 2002. Please don't quote me on that. It might have been 2001, 2003. Not for sure exactly, you know. Dates can get confusing sometimes, especially when you're talking about me, you know. Pretty fucking forgetful sometimes. What I wanted to do, though, is really dive into these 10 amazing songs that me and my fellow bandmates, Trailer Trash on bass and Pornhound on drums, was to just like give you the juicy story. This is like the TMZ version of, you know, behind the music. Alright, I'll try to make it all entertaining and give you like all the crazy stories. Oh, and hopefully you get to hear those crickets in the background. Nothing in this world spells excitement like crickets. That's how we do it here in Iowa. So Straight Out the Trailer. Obviously, the title, okay, is a little play off of Straight Outta Compton, right? And you might laugh at that and say, are you hardcore like NWA? Oh yeah, we were hardcore. What other band do you know that says, you know what, we don't want to record an album in a studio? That's fucking stupid. You know? Who wants to record in a studio with all the little tricks and all the nice, neat little knobs that make you sound better than you actually are? We don't want that. We want the actual raw sound. Like NWA, we're coming right at you. Okay? We're going to kick open that trailer door, and then once we do, we'll go back, because it's Trailer Trash's trailer door. He doesn't want that thing busted, so we'll fix it after we kick it. We'll buy all the little screws and bolts and hinges and all that shit that he needs. He knows what to do. He's a handyman. He really is. He's good with tools. I'm good with one tool. Oh, okay, we won't. Let's not go there today, right? Come on, grow up, scummy. I used to be scumbag, and then I was scummy. Okay, and as you know, Otis Urungus, my dad, rest in peace. Mark Atkins of Guttermouth is my stepdad. Okay, so when I was born, first it was scumbag. Okay, Otis said, "Son, beings, you're my son. I want to give you a name that's going to stand out. That people are going to look at you and go, you know what? There's something about that guy that's really fucking cool. We don't know what it is, but with a name like Scumbag, he's got to kick ass, right?" So I was Scumbag, and then I morphed into Scummy, because Mark Atkins said, you know what? You're not a scumbag, because you're not totally dirty and an asshole like I am all the time. You're more just kind of scummy. I thought, you know what? That's right. And then I grew up, okay? And I became a responsible adult. And there you go. Now, that's why my name is Scummalicious. How about that for story time? Huh? How's your sandwich tasting now? Yeah, you better go grab you another beer. So you got the title. And another neat little thing, for anybody that hasn't been to Iowa, lots of cornfields, okay? And we were literally in the cornfields, not kidding. Right behind the trailer, whole giant field of corn. Because we were in Earlham, so to speak. Yeah. Doesn't get any more redneck than that, does it? Trailer, Earlham. It's actually pronounced Earlham. It's about a half hour out of Des Moines. Everybody knows Des Moines, right? Because of Slipknot. Not really. The reason that Des Moines became popular is because of Grubby Ernie, even though they were out of Ames. That's a whole other story, too. All right. So every Tuesday and Saturday for, 2 or 3 months, we would get together. And Pornhound lived in Des Moines. I lived in southern Iowa. So we all lived kind of a long distance from each other. And Tuesdays and Saturdays, those days were set aside for the band. And I'll never forget it. Every time, you knew it was band practice, because there was always at least 8 or 9 girls. Oh, can we come in? We want to watch you guys play. Oh, just come back. Can I have your autograph? Oh my God, are you the singer? You're so hot. Oh my God, your songs, they're so amazing. They reach deep inside me. I wish it was that way. You know, we did have groupies later on down the road. 2 or 3 of them. So, and one thing I've got to say about this, about the album itself, the music that you hear, I'm kind of upset for one thing, that I really didn't mix this album like I should have. We would record a song on a 4-track analog cassette recorder, a Fostex, and we had 3 microphones, and of course I've told the story that the microphones actually sounded better outside of the room. Well, 2 of them. We put one microphone on Pornhound's kick drum. That's why his kick drum sounds really good through the whole album. But the other 2 mics, they actually sounded better in the hallway. And so there you go. 4-track, 3 microphones, recording 101 with Bad Field Trip, and that's why it sounds very unprofessional. But that's the way we wanted it, okay? But the mixing thing, I wish I would have mixed it, and I think everything would have sounded a little bit better. I am doing that, by the way, though, because I've got some software on the laptop. As a matter of fact, next week I should be done the remastered version of the legendary Straight Out the Trailer album on iTunes and whatever fucking places people buy music. Of course, why not just get it for free from me? Anyway, first song, I'm Stupid and So Are You. That's what we kicked this bad boy off with, right? I wrote that song, very first song I ever wrote. And that song is supposed to be like it's like a Queers meets Nerf Herder combination. Okay, that's why in the song I say, you listen to the radio, I listen to the Queers. You know, I'm stupid and so are you. And then you're a moron on your cell phone. I'm playing music, drinking beer. Now, you got it. This is crazy because this is when cell phones just started out. Does anybody remember when cell phones started out and they had the flip phone? You know? And I remember somebody said, you ain't got text messaging? No, what's that? Oh, it's so much better. You don't even have to fucking talk to the person. You just write, you just type it into the phone, you send it to them. Oh, that's fucking stupid. Now that's all I do. That's all we do is text. We don't even call each other. Does anybody even know anybody's fucking phone number anymore? I know I don't. Yeah. That's just how it is. Okay. But that song, it's, yeah. When you listen to it, you can kind of tell, oh, wow, yeah, that sounds like Joe Queer. I had somebody tell me, and I mentioned this the other day, that they told me I sounded like the singer from Nerf Herder, Perry Grip. Why, thank you. That's a huge compliment to me. I don't really sound like him. He's a much better singer than me. And by the way, the whole singing thing, and Trailer Trash does sing on this album later on, it was more by default. Okay? It was either me or Trailer Trash. And somehow I just got stuck with it. I have never claimed to be a great singer. Okay? So I just want to make sure I get that point across. Because I gave this album to a guy I worked with. And, of course, Mr. fucking Rockstar. He had a band and they played, 80s metal tunes and everything. Yeah, talented band. Played a lot more complicated shit than we did. And he's like, who's on the vocals? Me. Oh, did you double the tracks or anything? Okay, dipshit, we have 4 tracks. What do you think? 4 tracks, 3 instruments? Huh? Right? You got drums, bass, guitar. Yeah, 1 track for vocals, okay? And then he's like, well, when we went to Indianola and we mixed, I was like, shut up. I don't care. Our band's already better. You know why? Because we don't sing other people's songs. We sing our own fucking songs. That's right. We're like the Ramones, And I'll never forget that quote that Joey Ramone said. He's like, I started playing guitar and Eric Clapton was really popular at the time. He's like, Eric Clapton's a good guitarist, but we were trying to learn the song, we couldn't. He's like, you know what? Let's just write our own songs so we know how to fucking play them. Think about that. Now they're in the fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Hell yeah. Song 2. So, I'm Stupid, So Are You. And by the way, I'm not bragging about this, okay? I'm just giving you the info, okay? So I wrote I Am Stupid, So Are You. The words and the music. Thank you. Okay. Second song, In Spite of You. Okay? I wrote the words, wrote the music. And when I say wrote, like, a lot of these songs were like 3 minutes. That's what it took for me to come up with it. Right? It's from the Ramones style. That's how you do it. You're like, okay, what do I want to sing about? Okay, let's have a song about drinking beer. Sure, sounds great. Hey, let's make fun of people from Iowa that are always doing meth. Sure, sounds like a fucking song. I mean, that's really, literally, that's how it works. So, In Spite of You is inspired. There I go with them crazy words. Is inspired by Oscar. It's a band that I've mentioned quite a bit. Actually, I haven't talked about them in a while. Anyway, 2 amazing albums. And they have a song called All Right. And there's a particular part in that song. A really awesome riff. And the word I want to use is borrow. Or better yet, I kind of used it a little bit to show respect for Oscar. How about that? Yeah, I fucking ripped it off. I'm not going to lie. But it's just such a cool riff. And I kind of snuck it in there, And In Spite of You, it's just, honestly, I was just thinking of my boss at the time. In spite of you, not going to work. In spite of you, going to be a jerk. In spite of you. And then, of course, at the end, the world is full of assholes. And if you've ever heard Oscar, like Devin, the lead singer, sounds so much cooler than me. But the chords at the end, they're kind of similar to that song, All Right. But yeah, the world is full of assholes, and that's how it ends. Yeah, I mean, when I say digging in deep into our music, you really don't have to dig too deep. I don't want you to. I just want you to listen to our album and be entertained. That's what it comes down to. All right, then we get to it. The one song that got played on the radio. I'm not kidding. Sundays in Iowa. It did get played on the radio in Ames. Let's hear it. Let's hear this, baby.
And Sunday is the best day of the week, 'cause all the races are on TV. And Sundays mean a lot to me. Like my farm and methamphetamine. So you wanna live it too. It's only for a chosen few. You wanna hang at the bar.
Yeah. So, it did get played on the radio. And when I wrote this song, obviously I was thinking about Iowa, and there's always this perception about our state. And, you know, we are kind of connected with methamphetamine, probably still are, because it was really bad for a long time. And, you know, people would, like, try to steal anhydrous ammonia tanks, which, wow, talk about balls. Because I remember the true story, there's a guy, well, I think it's true, I've heard like 15 different versions. Anyway, this guy tried to steal an anhydrous ammonia tank and he burned half of his body, okay? What do you think happened? That's right, he went into prison, got back out, and he did it again. I don't know if he burned himself, but yeah. You know, hey, bad drug. But anyway, there's always this perception, right? Bunch of fucking hillbillies, you know, and farmers, and, you know, we're fucking morons that, you know, just sit in a cornfield all day and detassel shit. And you even see it in the movies. Oh, where you from? Iowa. Oh, yeah, that's the potato state. No, that's Idaho. And I just want to reiterate to everyone. The Iowa Basic Skills Test, right? I don't even know if they still take it. But you remember that? The Basic Skills Test? Yeah, that was us. We started that. Because we figured, you know what? Don't be a dumbass. Just learn some basic skills so you can get through life. Okay? Right? Am I bad for thinking that? I don't think I am. But, yeah, I get a little, what's the word I want to use? A little pissy, I guess. Because we just get dogged on sometimes. There's a lot more to us than just corn. And by the way, nothing wrong with being a farmer, okay? I think you like to eat, right? Well, you'd be fucked if you didn't have farmers. And I know there's other states that have farmers and all that shit still, okay? But when it comes to partying, man, we're on our own level. I know this. I know this for a fact. You know, and I've told this story before. When I went to Atlanta, right? Giant city. And my roommate, he's like, hey, you want to go in on some beer? Sure. You got to remember, this guy's a lot bigger than me. Okay? It's like, okay, we'll get a couple cases of beer. And he said, that would be awesome, man. He's like, hell, we'll drink on that all weekend. And I thought, what? All weekend? We'll be lucky if that lasts us tonight. And he just laughed. And he woke up the next morning, right? About 10 or so, and I'd already had one. You gotta remember, guys, real young at the time, so I didn't have any fucking responsibilities. So I could get up in the morning and drink some beer, okay? Yeah, was it stupid? Probably. But hey, when you're young, you do stupid shit. Anyway, he's like, there's only 3 fucking beers left. Yeah? Only had like 8. Well, I ain't never going in on beer with you again. You're on your own. Well, okay. Fuck you big pansy anyway. He was, man. Like, he had this, half of his head was shaved, and he had this leather jacket, had a giant dragon on it. We went to the mall, and fucking little kids were making fun of him. Hey, dragon! Oh, wait. Anyway, so, Sundays in Iowa, you know, it's a little shout out to us out here in the corn, kind of representing. Yeah, we party. In fact, if you look it up, like, isn't it the University of Iowa considered like one of the top 10 universities for partying? Hey, you got to be known for something, people, right? Okay. Song 4, Immature. This song is basically about me and not growing up, because people tell me all the time, you need to grow up. Especially, like, a couple of my ex-girlfriends. How old are you? Does it matter? Gee, man, you're 40? You act like you're 10. And I can't help it. I just can't change, you know? You know, I can't help it that I like to pull my pants down in public places, you know, and show people my butt. Does that make me a bad person? No, it makes me probably unique. But, I don't know. I'm trying to grow up. This is the one thing. I have 2 kids, and I mean, they like hanging out with me. We have a good time. That's good enough for me, you know? I know I'm not like the other dads. They understand that, you know, especially when I pick them up from school. Hey, I was checking out my investments at the. Oh, really, Chuck? Yeah. How's your portfolio? You know. Hey, how you doing? So, how's the job? Got laid off. Oh, what do you? Oh, warehousing? Oh, man, fuck you. All right, song 5. We're already halfway through this album. Straight out the trailer. Okay. Drug Addict. That is the song that I had been playing at the beginning of all the shows when I moved to Spreaker. Things are gonna get better now. As a matter of fact, I'm going back to that. I switched it up on Friday, yesterday, and I actually had somebody tell me, hey, I like the other song better. So, yep, it's going back to Drug Addict, and basically, it's the story of my life. You wish you still lived with Mom. And then I say that I'll stay up all week long. Maybe I'll do some crank and stay up all week long. By the way, crank is another Iowa term for methamphetamine. Crystal meth. Yeah. So, and by the way, that's a joke about staying with Mom and staying up all week long. It's a joke. And see, some people, they take all this shit too seriously. So, like in Sundays in Iowa, I'm kind of, I'm making fun of us, but still saying, hey, it's a cool place to live. And this song is kind of the same thing. It's a joke, people. You got to relax. We're not taking back Sunday. You got this here all. I don't even remember what he says. I just want to break you down so badly. And I'm just, picture that. What if Bad Field Trip was, instead of being the way we are, what if we were Hawthorne Heights? Hey there. See, I do the one vocals, and then Trailer Trash is the screaming vocal, because I go, I can make it on my own, and then Trailer Trash sings, 'cause my heart is in Ohio, and then I sing, cut my breath and black my eyes, you kill me, you know you do, you kill me well, and I'm thinking, what if we were saying that, we look back at porn, and I was like, whoa, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Sorry, I get lost sometimes. All right, so halfway through, I'm Stupid, So Are You. First song I ever wrote. Inspire You is an inspired song from one of my favorite bands that's no longer together, Oscar. And trust me, I'll be getting into Oscar later in my top 50 countdown albums. Third song, Sundays in Iowa. Talking about Iowa, right? And the one song that did get played on the radio in Ames. How about that? And Sunday is the best day of the week. 'Cause all my races are on TV. Okay, and I forgot to add this. Okay, so I'm Stupid, So Are You has a small guitar solo in it. Now that is a Joe Queer inspired guitar solo. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to it, but it was meant to be that way. And then Sundays in Iowa has a little solo in there. The Buckster, yeah, the brother from another that I talk about quite a bit. Yes, that's his favorite little part on our album, which is kind of cool. He's like, hey, way to go, Scummy, nice little solo you did there. And then, yeah, but this next song that I want to talk about, Singers Are Retarded, okay? It's obviously about singers and how annoying they can be, right? They really are, and especially when I wrote this song, in my mind at the time, it was the emo shit, and then, like, Stained was popular. And, listen, what's a guy's name? Aaron Lewis, right? And as I've gotten older, like, he doesn't bother me like he used to, because there's a couple clips I seen where he was, like, saying, I write these songs that mean a lot to me, but, I see the audience crying, and I'm like, what the fuck are you crying for? He's like, you don't even know what the fuck I'm singing about, and I thought that was cool. And then he sang, the one video clip where he's calling out the fucking kids that are being pricks to that a girl in the crowd, and he's just fucking jumping on their ass. And good for him, because they should have if they're being an idiot to a chick. But anyway, that, you know, like, everything's so serious, you know, with all these singers. And of course we're all trying to sound like Lane Staley of Alice in Chains. Rest in peace to him too. You know, and he just annoyed me. So that's what inspired Singers Are Retarded. So let's hear a little bit of that song, shall we? Huh? And you'll like the beginning too, I think. There's a little thing that I put in the front of it.
Life readings. Is it human? Unknown. It seems to be some sort of carbon-based douchebag.
Again. Selfish and this asinine bullshit, trying to figure out why I'm an idiot. And I try to sing, but I cannot sing. And I like me, but I ruin everything. You're wondering why I'm still.
Yes. So I kind of let that one go for a little bit. I didn't let you hear that guitar solo in there. I'm kind of proud of that one. Now, that guitar solo, I actually liked it so much that was actually the fourth one I'd recorded. The first two, oh, they were so bad. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking I was doing. I was trying to be Eddie Van Halen, and I'm not Eddie Van Halen. You know, and I can do a little bit of the finger tapping, but let's not, you know, let's pump the brakes, scummy. That's what I told myself. What the fuck? Just listen to the song and then try to come up with a solo that goes with the music, and that's what happened. So there you go. And I'm kind of getting a little depressed because we are already on fucking song 7. Seriously, what the fuck, man? I love this album. So much sentimental value to me. And the one cool thing, and I didn't mention this, and I really need to. We all taught ourselves how to play. Okay? I taught myself how to play the guitar. Trailer Trash taught himself how to play the bass. And Pornhound. I'm telling you, the reason that I love Pornhound so much, not just because of this album, but he really is insanely talented. Whatever kind of music that we came up with, and he would just immediately get a beat to, and he would always say, "Hey, can I do this here? Can I put a drum roll in there? How about the hi-hat?" You do whatever you want, dude. You have fun back there, because you're fucking killing it. And his first drum set, holy shit. Duct tape galore. I've talked about that before, but I'm telling you, it's blows my mind. When you hear the drums on this entire album, if you would have seen the shape that those drums were in, you would have had no fucking idea that those were the ones. I mean, it's fucking amazing. You're the man, Born Out. So, yeah. I wanted to make sure I got that out there. And, you know, that's what's great about this album. Okay? And, yes, you know, we're not going to be on some tour with, you know, all these bands making money. But I did one thing that I said I always wanted to do, and that was I wanted to record an album, and I did it. You know? There will be plenty of people that record one after me that sound a lot better. It's just cool to hear your own stuff that, you know, that you wrote. And I know Trailer Trash feels the same way about all the input he had. It's an awesome feeling. And you know what? You pop the CD in and then just bam, the memories hit you. God, I think I'm going to start fucking crying. You know what? I'm not, though, because we're going to talk about the next song. I'm obsessed with myself. This is a Trailer Trash special, and it has one of the greatest lines in the history of music. I'm not kidding. All right. We met each other at a job. We worked at this place together, okay? Hey, you want to start a band? Sure. You know what? You got to get a bass guitar. Sure. And that's what he fucking did. It's amazing. I'm not kidding you. It was really that simple. Hey, what? Get your ass to the fucking Guitar Center. Get a fucking bass guitar. We're starting a band tomorrow. What the hell's wrong with you? We should be fucking touring the world right now. Okay. It's just funny when I think about it. Anyway, there was this guy that worked there, our supervisor, Dave Klein. And you know, when I first met him, he was uptight as hell. He walked around like he had a fucking corn cob shoved up his ass. But after a while, he's like, you know what? He's an okay dude. Because I worked this weird shift where I'd have Sundays and Mondays off and Saturdays. Fuck. I mean, I never seen him. You know? I remember me and a guy talking for about an hour, and I was like, oh, shit, dude, we better get something done. That's all right. Dave takes a 2-hour lunch today. Oh, okay. That kind of shit. Anyway. Trailer Trash refers to him in this song, and it says, my butt is fine like Dave Klein. Women want me all the time. He sang it. He wrote the music. He wrote the words. And then in the second verse, my butt is fine like Dave Klein. That's a great lyric. But the lyric that I'm getting ready to tell you is one of the greatest of all time is this. Tom Cruise ain't got shit on me. That's how you start a second verse right there. Tom Cruise ain't got shit on me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's simple, but it kicks ass. Yeah, and that's what's cool. See, he was like me. We thought a lot, you know. We thought a lot alike. Okay, we're in a band. You know, if Pornhound would have came up with something, we would have played it too. You know, we weren't. I do all the writing. Okay, I'm Nikki Sixx. Okay, I wrote all of our fucking albums. Okay, and if you write a song, it has to go through me first. Oh my God, those lyrics, Trailer Trash. Come on, you're so much better than that. And that bass line has been used 1,000 times before. You've got to fucking do better than that. Seriously. I know I'm kind of going overboard, but, you know. But that's how it was in our band. And I say this all the time. If you're in a band and you're not having any fun, then what the fuck are you in a band for? Seriously. That never made sense to me because you see all the stories or hear all the stories about these bands fighting shit. That never happened with us. For one thing, we're probably half shit-faced. And actually, that is the truth. Maybe that's the reason that some of the songs sound like shit. We were half shit-faced. It's alright. It's the title of a queer song, so it makes sense. Alright, song 8. This, to me, over time. Boy, I really like talking about myself, don't I? Fuck. It's going to be the longest show I've ever done. It's already 34 minutes long. Everybody's like, yeah, okay, your album really wasn't that great. But, whatever. No, seriously, though. Like, Whore of Society is my favorite song right now. And what I was getting ready to say is, like, over time, each song has been my favorite. It's been a different song, you know, for a couple years. Like, first couple years, Sundays in Iowa, that's a hit. If, you know, fucking 120 Minutes was still around, we'd be on there. Oh, I bet. You guys on a major record label? Fuck yes. What do they call it? It's called Cornfield Shit Records. Really? Interesting. Never heard of it. Just starting. I mean, I'm not kidding. I would say shit like that. People will believe anything. Isn't that funny? Hey, did you guys tour? Yeah. Just like Midwest. Yeah. Really? Wow. Was you with that band Lit? Yeah. Yeah, they opened up for us. Anyway, but over time, I've come to realize that Horror Society is probably our best song together. You know, like, as far as the words, the music, the way it sounds, it might be our best song. Might be a reason for that, because that's the one song that me and Trailer Trash both wrote one specific part. He came up with the lyrics and I came up with the music. Okay? And I don't know, I could be wrong. Tell me what you think. Horror Society.
Sunshine bright outside hurts my eyes. I'm still here, no big surprise. I'll see you later, I'll see you there, I'll see you there. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, I'll shut up, I think I'm done. One more thing, no, I'm drunk again.
Yes. How about that? Not bad. Yeah, it was kind of cool because he sent the lyrics home with me after Tuesday, and the lyrics were, you know, kind of more than just the standard variety of lyrics that I was writing, you know. Beer, meth, chicks, I don't give a fuck, chicks, beer, hey, fuck you. You know, kind of nice to have somebody with a, you know, maybe with a mind that kind of thought about other shit than I did, so I thought it was pretty cool. And for the most part, whenever I've given the CD to people and they've listened to it, and by the way, anybody that's listened to it, you know, I know some of you are probably like, wow, I don't know if I like this that much. I appreciate it, I really do, and, you know, everyone's always been nice, except for that one guy. Fuck him anyway, but you know, I do appreciate that. And by the way, before I forget, the cover, and I know a lot of people have seen the cover, my cousin drew that cover. I fucking love that cover. It's awesome. You know, I gave her the idea of what I wanted it to be. I mean, and she just came up with that herself. It's just fucking awesome. She's so talented. But yeah, Horror Society. So I'm really digging that one, and I still do. I love the whole album, but I'm just saying that's right now. Like I said before, it's the one that, hey, you know, boy, if a record label would have heard this, we'd be famous. I know. Let me dream. Let me have some fun. Okay. All right. Last song, Roadkill. I love this song. This is another one. I take that back. I think Pornhound helped with this. Yep, he did. Sorry. You know, told you. The old brain. Hear that? That's me hitting my head. That's emptiness. Anyway, we wrote it together. I don't know. It came together in like 3 minutes, you know. Guts on the side of the road. Watch as the maggots overflow. Road, kill. Smell the stench as it grows. Corpse on the side of the road. And then, you know, we did the whole, like, death thing on the mic. We're like, we sang real close to the mic and it's all muffled. Corpse. We just wanted to have fun with it, okay? I wanted to do a thrash song, and it really didn't end up as a thrash song, but it still ended up being our heaviest song, and I like it. I do. It's kind of dirty, nasty. We changed tempo in it, and I was like, Roadkill. Simple, you know? And then we end this bad boy with Gravel Roads. And the purpose of this song was just me thinking back to when I was in high school, and I've talked about this before in podcasts, where drive around And, you know, you got to stay out of town, especially when you're in high school. And, you know, we'd go out to a lake, you know, and partake in some adult beverages. Okay, I am not advocating kids to get drunk, go drinking. I'm just being honest. Of like, when I was in high school, I mean, gravel roads make sense, right? You know, Iowa gravel roads, and that's how we ended. And I did think of John Denver when I was writing this song. You know, country roads take me home to the place I belong. But it didn't end up being anything like that. But Trailer Trash and Pornhound actually liked it a lot more than I did. The song, I don't like it. There's a certain part in there that irritates me. But a little taste for you. This is how we end it, Gravel Roads. Yeah, so as you can see, still not real amped, and it's the longest song on the album. It's actually it ends up being 5 minutes and 8 seconds long. And then at the very end, I don't know how we did it, but we do play the riff of Country Roads from John Denver, and somehow we get Pornhound in there, and he's like, straight out the trailer. You got to listen real hard for it, but it's in there, and there you go. There you have it. Like I said earlier, I'm in the process of trying to make it sound better. I got some new software, and hopefully I get that done next week. And my plan is to go ahead and upload the whole album up onto the my YouTube channel, Headbangers and Hooligans. Yeah, working on that. Hopefully get it done next week. There you have it. Straight out the trailer. There's all the juicy gossip stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The little backstory. Just a great album for me personally. A lot of great memories on it. You know, it's just something that will always stick with me. You know, Trailer Trash and Pornhound, I'm sure they feel the same way I do. We're all brothers for life. There you have it. And you know how I do this. Okay, enjoy the rest of your weekend, but be safe, right? Go ahead and chug that beer the rest of the day and tomorrow. I'll be here on Monday to take care of that hangover. Alright? Take it easy. And if it's easy, take it twice. I'm out.
Guts on the side of the road. Watch as the maggots overflow. Road kill. Smell the stench as it grows. Corpse on the side of the road.